Okay, so I don't typically buy a whole lot of drugstore makeup anymore. Simply because I like my Sephora. I get a lot of makeup samples from them for free, more than I can go through. I do love my BH Cosmetics. I do love certain eyeshadow palettes. So I don't really have much other than like e.l.f. or NYX or anything that sends me in subscription boxes. I'm not really buying a lot of drugstore products. I have accumulated some free foundations like through VoxBox and whatnot, but I did go buy. Everybody's talking about the L'Oreal True Match Lumi cushion, so I did go buy it. Now, they didn't have a price on it, so I didn't know how much it was until I checked out, which kind of pissed me off. I did buy it anyways. $15, $14.99 for this. It has half of an ounce in it. And I mean, like, the CoverGirl Outlast, I got this for free from a VoxBox. This is a whole ounce. I mean, and I don't think this is $15, so this is costing a lot more for like half the product in it. $15 to me for a drugstore foundation, I think is absolutely insane. It is literally half the price of a high-end foundation that is better coverage at Sephora. Like, you might as well just cough up the money and pay for a better coverage, nicer foundation. Now, this is not a bad foundation by any means. I actually am enjoying this and loving it very much. It's not clinging to any of my dry patches. One thing I don't like is you pretty much get to go by the sticker for your shade. They don't have anything out, at least at my Walmart. They didn't have a price on it, and there was no way to see what the actual shade was. So I completely guessed this matches my skin absolutely perfect. It is the N2. It's the neutral one. It's the lightest shade they have. They have warm. They have a neutral. Do they have cool tones? I think they have cool tones, a neutral, and warm selection. I got neutral because I was scared. I didn't know what to get. I didn't want to get the wrong thing, and especially for $15. This did come out to be the absolute perfect shade. Now, let me go ahead and show you the packaging. It is very cute. You go ahead and open it up. There is a mirror. There is their own little puff, and it's a little bit different texture than a lot of puffs that you get. The instructions say to pat the product into your face. Don't rub it, pat it with the sponge. That is how I've been applying it, and it comes out beautifully. It is kind of like a medium coverage, so it is buildable, which I have done. So once you have that, the puff is taken out of the little compartment. You can open it on the side, and there is your cushion. And I will go ahead and just lightly press the cushion with my finger. The product comes out, and it goes on. It goes on kind of, well, you can't really see it because it matches my skin perfect. It goes on like pretty watery. I don't know if it's like an oil in there or a water or what. I don't know how the formula works, but I will tell you what. I cannot set it with a powder. That's the thing. Once you set this with the powder, at least on my face, even just setting it under my eyes, it like cakes. Even just the lightest translucent powder, it cakes. It looks awful. So I cannot set this with a powder. It does not dry down to a powder. It is a True Match Lumi product. So it stays very dewy. Now, this CoverGirl one that I have is Stay Luminous, and I don't like the way that it stays dewy on my face and how it looks on my face. So I do set this one with the powder. It does not cake up. But I don't mind the way that the True Match Lumi looks on my face dewy. I don't mind it. But, like, say, like, you have an itch on your face and you scratch it, like, you literally, like, take off, like, makeup, and it feels like it's not really waxy. It's kind of almost oily. I don't know how to explain the feeling, but you can still touch your face when you have it on, and you can just feel like the layer of it. It does look good. It does look flawless. I love the coverage I get on it, but it doesn't dry. Like, it's like getting a cream shadow that doesn't dry down, and it just stays creamy the whole time on your eyes. If you like rub your face or whatever, you're gonna move the product around. I did try to set it with a powder, and it did cake, and it did stick to dry patches at that point. So if I don't set it, it doesn't stick to dry patches on my face. It does stay luminous, but you gotta understand it's gonna transfer. It's gonna transfer on my hoodie if I rub my hoodie the wrong way, you know, whatever. If I hug somebody, it's gonna transfer. So there are pros and cons to it. I am, you know, I've been using it with the Nivea Aftershave Men's Sensitive Balm or whatever. And I haven't noticed, you know, it's not clinging into my dry patches, which has been a big issue for me. But the cons of it are, with me anyways, and maybe it's different for other people, but if I set it with a powder, it cakes, it looks awful. It looks good without the powder, but then it stays kind of like on your face. Like, you just feel like the film of it on your face, and the product will move around if you touch it. You know, it just, it's give and take. I might repurchase this again. I don't know. I've been using it for the last few days. I do like the coverage I get. I do like the dewy look, but I cannot set it with a powder to get rid of that kind of tacky, oily feeling on my skin. So it's got its pros and cons, and again, for $15, I think the only way I'd buy it again is if I had coupons and I've saved up on my savings catcher and have some gift cards for Walmart. That might be the only way I do buy this again. Which I am using my savings catcher a lot more now that I figured it out. So I will be buying more drugstore products with that. I'm going to build up as much as I can on it. Like one receipt the other day was $5 and some change. I'm going to stack them up and build them up and then buy some drugstore products to review for you guys, since I do not spend money at the drugstore because they are so high priced that I'd rather just go to Sephora and spend the money on a product I know I'm going to like and a product I can return without hassle and get free items to go with it. Plus, I get free shipping on Sephora's website because I'm a Rouge member, so I will be saving up money and, or, you know, my gift card things, and I will be doing more reviews on products from the drugstore. But to actually go out, I don't think I'll actually go out and spend a total of $15 out of my pocket cash for it. I think if I'm going to buy it again, I'm going to save up, you know, from my savings catcher or something like that. And definitely use coupons, because this is just kind of getting ridiculous for half an ounce. This product isn't going to last that long. I was thinking about, I do have the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. I don't use it very often. I have a L'Oreal one too. It's the same kind of product. I might take the L'Oreal one after the sponge is pretty much done and see if I can pour it in there, because it's very, very liquidy, and see if I can pour it in there and then use it out of this and kind of like refill it. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to test it out. But because if that works, it's easier to use it out of here with a sponge versus, you know, the L'Oreal one doesn't have a wand like this where you just rub it on your face, but it's just like this crazy liquid. You can't put it on your beauty blender because it just soaks right in. So we're going to test that out. But that's my review of this. I don't have it on today. I did have it on yesterday. But I wasn't even going to film tonight, so my eye makeup has worn off because I rubbed my eyes a lot today. I look like a hot mess, but I do really like this product. There are some downfalls to it, but if I don't have to pay $15 total for it out of pocket, then I will buy it again. So there's that, and I hope you enjoyed the review. I will see you guys later.